Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown both left the Celtics game against the Trailblazers after colliding and basically injuring each other. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dr. Brian Sutterer, and this is your #1 source for learning about the unique medical side of the world of sports. To be honest, I'm really not all that concerned about either player in this situation, but we'll take a look at the footage here and I'll walk you guys through what I'm seeing. As always, if you enjoy learning about this unique side of sports, please consider subscribing and hit that thumbs up button if you learned something here, and let's get started. So this was the play, and basically Brown kind of ran into Tatum as they collided on this play. Now, I will say they're both very fortunate that nothing looked worse, just from initial review here. We heard from Tatum after the game. He seems to be okay. Brown was already dealing with a right ankle injury, and it's a little bit more unknown how he's feeling, but just looking at this, I didn't really see anything that jumped out as being too concerning. Essentially, it looks like the outer portion of Brown's right leg right here makes contact with the inner portion of Tatum's lower leg. But if we keep an eye particularly on Brown's ankle first, right down here, there's really nothing that I see in terms of a serious inversion ankle sprain mechanism or a high ankle sprain mechanism. It really looks like it stays in pretty neutral of a position. Even as the play continues and he kind of rolls off to the side, I still really don't see anything there that makes me overly concerned about Brown's ankle. If anything, this action where his foot plants and then kind of the heel rotates out to the side makes me think about the possibility more of a foot injury, like a foot sprain, but again, that really is not something that drastically stands out to me looking at this play. On the outer portion of Brown's leg here is going to be his fibula, and that bone is pretty close to the skin. And so that much contact running into the side of Tatum's tibia can be enough to cause a bone contusion that's going to be painful and could explain why Brown reacted the way he did, especially coming off of an ankle injury. He's going to be hesitant to put weight on it. So that all kind of fits as well. Now, when I initially saw this, I was actually more worried about Tatum's right knee than I was Tatum's ankle. If we look here, nothing looks to get caught up with Tatum's foot. Nothing with his ankle seems to be injured or caught up here. But if you keep an eye up here on his right knee that we're looking at, look how it kind of falls outward, kind of right there to the side as Brown comes in and makes contact with him. If anything, my guess would have been Tatum's knee might have been a little bit hurt here, but he seems fine after the game. It really, again, doesn't seem like that much. When we think about this type of mechanism where something kind of comes in from the side and then pushes the knee outward, if anything, that can stress the LCL, so the ligament that's going to run kind of from north to south here on the outside of Tatum's knee. But again, really wasn't that severe from this view. If we look from the side here where they collide with one another, you can see where that contact occurs. So this is going to be Brown's leg, Tatum's is out here, and it's just leg hitting leg. From this view, again, there's nothing that I see with Brown's foot kind of here in this position or with his ankle that makes me think about a worsening of an ankle injury. There's nothing that I see here with Tatum's ankle underneath. And even in this position, it's a little more reassuring for Tatum's knee because it looks like it's bent and actually gets hit a little bit more forward than purely to the side. For Brown already dealing with an ankle injury, he's going to be more sensitive to any sort of jarring or any sort of trauma to that ankle, even if it's not enough to maybe cause a new injury. So it wouldn't surprise me if this sets Brown back maybe a little bit. But again, just looking at the footage, nothing that really stood out to me as being overly bad or severe. That's it for the video, everybody. I hope it was educational and eased some fears and concerns from the Celtics fans out there. You never know. I mean, the video is not everything when it comes to this, and certainly having a hands-on exam is better to kind of look and see exactly where the pain is and push around and so on. But at least from the video, nothing really stands out to me as overly concerning. Let me know, as always, any questions or comments down below. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.